Hey everyone, this is Cassie. I'm back with another journal flip through. This one, let me put some light on the subject. This one is a design team project for Miss Stephanie Huff over on Etsy at Junk with Steph. She has some amazing kits, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a design team member for her. She really does. She has the eye for this, and she makes some amazing digital kits. But anyway, this journal is made using her kit called Country Chic. I will put a link to her shop down in the description below. And I will also put a link to the group JJ with Joy, where Stephanie is very active and she shares a lot of her kits there and freebies left over from her kits and things like that. And a lot of us in that group work with her kits. So you can see a lot more of her work there along with Stephanie herself. She's there. So with all of that being said, let me go ahead and get into this journal for you guys. So this journal is already sold. I am sorry, but it was spoken for rather quickly. It is made out of chipboard. This is the way I like to make a lot of my journals. I don't make them all this way, but I like to make a lot of them this way. It's a very thick chipboard. Like you would go to the store and pick up a hardcover book. That's what this feels like. So I've got some textured feeling paper on here. It almost feels like a linen type of paper. I've got my Tim Holtz fixtures on here. I am going to go back and put a label in there with a name on it, the name of the journal. I have burlap on the spine here, and I've made this really cute tassel that has a rose on it, a couple of pearls, there's a key, there's another metal ball down here, a little number 34, and some bits of lace and muslin. The back of the book is just plain with the burlap on there. And I've used jute. Hopefully I'm staying in frame. I've used jute here as the closure, so all you got to do is push down on the book a little bit and pull that off. Now I'm going to open this up, but I'm going to make sure that we're in frame, and I'll bring it down just a tad so you can see details. Okay. So inside the book here, we have this little pocket with a tag in it. On the back of the tag, I hand wrote "This book belongs to." There's lots of clusters in here that are layered with pieces from other kits of Stephanie's, also along with some book pages and some music paper. I've also layered with a lot of cheesecloth and muslin, so you'll see that throughout the book quite a bit too. Some of these pages, like this one for example, is coffee dye printed. That just means it's a digital page that somebody has created to mimic the look of coffee stained paper. Other pieces, like this piece, are my own coffee dyeing, and that's just done on regular copy paper. Here there's a book page flip that I have to go back and put some lace on. This is a glossine envelope that just has a small piece of ephemera journaling card inside of it. That's decorated with a vintage playing card and a little bit of lace. Here's an Edith Holden book page. These papers of Stephanie's are just gorgeous. I love the pinks and the greens that she used along with the text that kind of fades out and stuff, and she's got a little bit of gold in here peeking out. Absolutely gorgeous pages. I've printed off some lined paper. Here's some old vintage book page. I've also printed out some like graph type paper. Oh, here's a piece of it. Some of this graph type paper. All of this can be wrote on for journaling. Here's a pocket here that's layered up. Here's a piece of ephemera that I just took and did the postcard stamp on the back of it. I've done a postage stamp here from Australia that's already been canceled, but there was just a little bit of the stamping from the cancellation of that on there, so I went ahead and used my own to make it look more authentic. More coffee dyed paper, a little bit of ledger paper. I love how the blue and the green on this page from the ledger paper brings out the green over here. It's just gorgeous. Here is an envelope from the kit. These envelopes are really cute. And then it flips over like this. And here is a journaling card from her kit. I've sewn around it, put some coffee dyed paper on the back, and a little tab of muslin up here. And that just goes back on like this. If I can get the paper clip the right direction. Okay. Both signatures, there are 2 signatures in this book, I forgot to mention that. Both signatures are decorated up the same way, meaning different items, different, layered in different ways, should I say, but they look similar. Like if I have a tag in one signature, then the tag in the other. I've made them pretty much to mimic each other. This is made out of a paint chip sample, and I've just took and layered on some of her stuff there, and then one of the tags from her kit. On the back, I used some of the paper that I used for the cover of the journal, and if you can hear that. And then I also gessoed on it some and then stained it up with my Tim Holtz Distress ink. Lots and lots of room for writing, which I love. Here's a belly band. It's, again, a piece of the paper from the cover, then a piece of muslin, her washi that she makes with her kit, a piece of cheesecloth, and then these words, these brown words here that you see throughout the book in different places, those are also Stephanie's. So I went ahead and used those in here as well. Here's another tag. Again, and that's a piece of Stephanie's paper from another kit of hers. Here's the other side of the Edith Holden book page. Here's a book page pocket, a little cluster on there with some Tim Holtz ephemera, a tag from the kit. This kit is just beautiful. I know I've said it, but I just can't get over how pretty it is. And I find that the pretty kits like this are very, very easy to work with. Here's another book page pocket with a cluster. And then a glossine envelope with, again, a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, coffee dyed paper on the back for journaling. If you guys watch my channel at all, you will know that I am a big Tim Holtz fan. So I love to use my Tim Holtz. Here's that other belly band. Again, it's the same thing. Paper, like what was used on the cover, a piece of muslin, her washi tape that she makes with the kit, a piece of cheesecloth, and then one of Stephanie's words. More book page. This is a really fun piece. Here's a pocket that's done. This is part of her kit, but her kit, the way she makes it, it comes as 3 of these time cards in this size. And what I did was I took them and put them together on a piece of coffee paper, coffee dyed paper, and made them into a trifold. And here I've just clustered on the front with one of her words, and these circles come in her kit as well. I used some flowers and a butterfly from Tim Holtz. I did some script stamping, some distressing. This ticket here is from Tim Holtz. This whale tail tab is made out of her kitten. And then I put a little butterfly charm on the side here. When you open it up, there is a pocket here. Some lace on this side, plenty of room for journaling in here. And then it opens up again. There's a matching pocket on this side. You can write here, and then I've included this little flippy notebook thing in the middle. With these notebooks like this, the waterfall look, I guess you call it, I love when they're staggered like this and ripped, and then you distress them, and it makes it look so pretty, and it just makes it pop out. I love that. So this just tucks into that pocket. Some more ledger paper, more of her kit. Here's another envelope on there. I'm not going to take this one apart, but it also has a journaling card in there with a piece of muslin on it as a tab. More of her kit. These pinks and these clusters of these flowers are just beautiful. Then she's got pieces of lace and this like washed out book page text. It's gorgeous. Here's another bag that I've done a cluster on. There's the middle of the second signature. Here's the other side of the bag, and I have cut the bottom so it's a pocket here as well. This little guy I didn't realize was in here until I did my flip through. So he's going to get covered with a cluster. I don't like him in there. So he'll be covered. But other than those book page flips being decorated up a little bit and a piece of coffee dyed paper in them and then covering that centipede, this book is done. So I figured I would share it. Here, this is another paint chip sample. And I originally was making these into journaling cards and they were going to go inside pockets, but they turned out way too pretty. And I'm like, oh, I can't hide that in a pocket. So why don't we just make it a pocket? So that's what I did. I had a lot of fun creating this journal. A lot of fun. It makes it really fun and easy when you love the kit that you're working with. Like, I've worked with other kits that I didn't like, and it was really, really hard to do something with them. But with Stephanie's kits, they go together so nicely. Okay, here's another tag that has a little bit of a cluster on it. And this is what I was talking about, the book page corner tucks, the flips. I'm going to put a piece of coffee dyed paper in here and a little bit of lace and probably a butterfly or something on the front here. But other than that, this journal is done. And then here's the back page. This piece is secured on there with an eyelet. And that is my July design team project for Stephanie Huff. Again, I will list her information down below in the description box. And I'm going to be revamping my channel. So I'm going to be giving it a new name. I'm going to be doing new things. I'm going to try and build it a little bit better. So I would love everybody's support on that. If you liked this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. Comment if you want. I will be sure to get back to you if you comment. And subscribe and send all your friends on over. Again, I really, really recommend Stephanie's kits. They are so much fun to work with, and not to mention, they're very, very reasonably priced in her Etsy shop, and very fast delivery, because as soon as you buy it, you can print it out. If you don't have a printer, I'm not 100% sure or not, but I do know on Etsy some people offer to print them out. I don't know if Stephanie does that or not, so don't quote me. But if she doesn't, I'm sure there's ways she'd work with yours. So, but again, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, yeah, her kits are really, really cool to work with. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and keep it crafty, and I will see you next time. Thanks.